Peloton for Parkinson's came about from in December of 2015. A bunch of people that I personal train and I have fitness classes and whatnot and do some, I've always kind of done the online fitness thing. A whole bunch of people chipped in and surprised me with a Peloton spin bike. I'm guessing you're probably familiar with those.
Oh
They're
yeah.
pretty big now. Back then, no one really knew about them. And those guys called me down to a local restaurant here in town in Hudson, Wisconsin, and I thought we were just having drinks, and there's about 50 people there and a bunch of people online on Zoom. And they surprised me with this Peloton bike just as a thank you. And I said then, I was totally caught off guard and overwhelmed. And I said then, I'm gonna figure out a way to pay this forward. Fast forward to that April, it was actually April 1st. And that morning I'd heard, oh, April's Parkinson's Awareness Month. My mom, Judy, had Parkinson's disease. And I was walking her out to the car later in the afternoon, and all of a sudden it was literally a light bulb moment. And I said, Mom, stop. You know that spin bike those people gave me? I'm going to ride that all day the last Friday of April. I'm going to take every class. I think there's 10 or 12 classes that Peloton offers. I'm going to take every class and I'm going to try and raise some money for Team Fox. And, my mom, she looks at me and says, that's nice, honey. And so it started with me and I have my third stall in my garage walled off back then, and that was kind of where I trained. And it started with my Peloton spin bike, and I had two other just regular spin bikes. And I rode all day that first year in 2016. That last Friday, I think there were 11 Peloton classes that day. I rode from 5 a.m. to 7 p.m. I had some friends come join me intermittently during the day, and raised I think a little over $4,000, close to $5,000 for Team Fox. So that's where it started. I think one key thing for when you get people to join you is to make it as easy as you can for them. So like little tricks that I've learned, like I'm an iPhone guy, right? And so I would say, hey, I created your link for you. Here's how you do a shortcut to your link in your phone. So you don't got to type that thing out every time. You
Right.
can just type P for P, don't DON, and it'll fill in their link for them. And so I did quick little how-to videos, and I'd send it out to them in an email, or I'd just email them directly. But I tried to help them make it as easy as they can to share the information. I feel like that really helped. That, and the other big thing too was giving. I set up rewards for them, and
Yes.
that went over real well. The first one was buy them lunch. We had Pita Pit bring their food truck over here. We had a 2-hour window of lunch. And then you earn the Peloton definition shirt. You can earn a sweatshirt. You can earn 20 minutes in our Normatec recovery thing. That was a big piece of it too. And they got excited because I'd make a little picture if they reached it, and I'd post it on their Facebook wall. Hey, you just reached,
That's
free
great.
lunch for the event.
I think that's something that's not utilized enough, which is fundraiser rewards.
The all day riders in particular, with these sponsors giving us all this product, I was able to put together these little kind of, almost like a welcome basket next to their bike, and
Yeah.
I used these companies that we made flags, and we really made the all day riders feel special. We had flags on the back of the bike. We had I called it the Dare Jar. It was an orange bucket with our logo and Team Fox's logo, and people could dare them, like, hey, I'll give you $10 if you get your RPM to 100 right now. And we raised $1,000 by people throwing cash in
Oh
buckets,
wow. Yeah.
and just having fun.